Hey guys, it's Amara. I'm hanging out here. This is the start of what is going to be, I'm hoping, the new filming zone. And I'm sorry for any sound. They're doing like yard work and stuff in the background. Because I'm filming the main channel video, there's an element that has to do with, spoilers, records. And I love records. We haven't talked very much about my love of music on this channel. I have a music project I haven't done much with in a long time, but I'm gonna come back to really soon, called Mixed with Care, where I take found cassette tapes and I analyze them. There's a YouTube channel for that called Mixed with Care. There's also a link on my website, AmaraInSeattle.com. But in addition to that, in regards to all of that, I am a person who loves music. I'm gonna apologize also, my voice is a little draggy. I've been doing a lot of vocal work lately, and that just, with all the weather changes, has resulted in drop an octave version Amara, and that happens a lot through the summer. Music plays a really important role in my life. My father was a musician, and my family has a number of musicians in it. Music's really, really kind of critical to the way I function. As a result, every year I save up a smidgen so that I can go to Record Store Day. This year was the 10th anniversary of Record Store Day. Record Store Day is this day that once a year there's all these companies that put out special edition records and new releases and re-releases and all kinds of like special record stuff. The real goal of it is to kind of remind people about the value and the wonderfulness of records. And so I try to use Record Store Day all year long, not necessarily just for the special releases that come out during that time, but I get excited about it because it reminds me how much I love vinyl, and I love, you know, the pop, the real just visceral sounds you get from listening to things on vinyl. So, auditorial nerd problems for 500. But this year I had to work on Record Store Day, so this is a video about the things I got at Not Record Store Day, the day after. This is my Not Record Store Day haul. Ooh, this one's good. This is a record called Bollywood the Psychedelic Years. I have absolutely no idea what this is gonna sound like, but I love Bollywood music and style and dance, and I love the idea of smashing that into psychedelic things. Some people go to Record Store Day and they go looking for things they know or things that are really limited edition. I always go kind of looking for things that are gonna expand my sense of music. This sounded like such a cool thing. There's a bunch of history on the back. This guy ran $20, it was $19.99. When I listen to that and figure out what all that sounds like, I have no idea. Oh, if any of you guys like Bollywood music or Bollywood films, please leave me a comment below. I'm really interested in learning more about the whole Bollywood scene, so that would be fun and cool. And maybe someday I'll take a Bollywood dance class. That'd be great. I love dancing. Anyway, woo. I'm gonna take this album, open it up. Here we go. It's an unwrapping video. Recycling. Ooh, there she is. This is probably, I think, one of the more expensive things I got. This one's $23.99. Profile, giant single, the Profile Records Rap Anthology Volume 1. Taken a real shine to rap recently because I find the vocal stylings, like that patterned beating, to be really interesting as a performer. But what I really love is it's like a rap anthology with a bit of history. Unwrapping video. What's your favorite kind of music? Leave me a comment below. Let me know about that. Well, I'm gonna take some of these stickers. I think I might put one of these on my laptop, actually. Ooh, and sometimes you open it up and it's like a book. So here you go. Big old piece of red vinyl right there. That's super fly. Anyway, $24. This is one called Girls in the Garage. I went to 4 different record stores, and this was one that I only saw one of these left. And this was at Spin Cycle in Capitol Hill in Seattle, and they actually had it up on the wall. If you are Record Store Day people and you come back like the next day, don't just look in the bins that are labeled for Record Store Day. Clever record store people will like put things up on displays, or maybe sometimes even file them around with other records, just to try and be a little fair to like serious record people. This is Groovy Galactic Gals, Girls in the Garage, a collection of galactic girl garage groups from the 60s. And this is volume 10 of a series. I've never heard of this particular series, but I love girl rock garage bands. Like Riot Girl music is one of my favorite forms of music. So I think like ladies making crazy music on their own is the greatest. It's just the greatest. So I loved the idea of that with that groovy 60s bend to it. So this, again, I'm not really sure what this is gonna sound like, and I'm cool with that. You don't find your favorite song by knowing them ahead of time. You find them by discovering them. Hopefully I will be discovering new favorite songs. Like a poster of liner notes about each of the albums these songs come from. So a little extra reading, which is super good if you're a huge audiophile nerd. And it's also good if you want to take like a record you find and dig more into that artist. So that's cool. Look at that. there's like kind of some groovy pressing. I don't know if the light will show you guys this. There's like a little bit of like purposefully marbled yellowing in there. So it looks super, super 60s. It's pretty fantastic. One of the things that is part of my practice when it comes to record store day is not to forget to look at things that aren't record store day releases. Part of the point of record store day is to get you into these local shops and have you start thinking about music again. So one of the things I like to do is pick up something that's older, something that's special. And this is a Chorale Old 45 of some Buddy Holly songs, including one that just makes my heart want to cry. On this side, It Doesn't Matter Anymore. It's a Paul Anka track. I didn't even know that until right this instant. But we also have here Raining in My Heart. Raining in My Heart. I'm a Seattle girl and I love Buddy Holly. So there's this right there. This was $5. I got this guy from Wall of Sound. Wall of Sound is a very small but very well cultivated record shop in Capitol Hill in Seattle. I did all of my record store purchasing in Capitol Hill. Wall of Sound was one that I went to. Ion's Gate Records, also in Capitol Hill. They gave me a sticker, crazy DJ Alien sticker. I love the role that pop music plays in my life. I had to pick up this guy. And so I picked up this, Madonna, the dance mix. This is a limited edition, rare 12-inch with dance mixes, unavailable on vinyl since 1985, which means I haven't had an opportunity to buy it. It's a record store day release. We have on it is Into the Groove, An Angel, the extended dance mix, Chica Material Girl, Jelly Bean Dance Remix. I mean, so many feelings. I love that song, Jelly Bean Dance Remix. I was just talking about Madonna yesterday. Whether or not you like what she's done, you can't say that's not a lady who didn't make her own career. Impressive. Built herself one heck of an empire, that Madonna. Here you go, right there. Andre 3000 doing All Together Now, the Beatles song. It sounds super neat. And there's an instrumental B-side on here that has never existed before this pressing. So I thought that was super cool. It was $9.99. I love 45s. A lot of people don't like them. You have to kind of sit there, listen to the song and flip it over because there's just a little bit of record. However, I think 45s are a practice in calm. It's almost like the record version of meditation. Like I'm gonna sit here, I'm gonna listen to the song, I'm gonna take it in. My dad made 45, so I'm a little partial. All right, now records, yeah. All together now. The other thing that I like to pick up whenever I do record store day is something other than records. Cassette tapes. I love cassette tapes, and what I really love about cassette tapes are cassette tapes that are cultivated and made for someone else. So I picked up two. This one is literally, it just is half recorded on. Who knows? Who knows if there's anything even on here? But that's kind of what we do with Mixed with Care, so I picked this guy up for that. I also picked up this tape. This is someone's personal copy of an Eurythmics tape. It's a copy on one side of Eurythmics and on the other side of the. And I just think that sounded neat. I love when people blended music during this time period. I picked up one more cassette, and this one is called, it says Scott on the front of it. There's some other notes on here, but again, those will show up on Mixed with Care. Yes. If you love music, and if you love records or record store day, or you don't love record store day and you just love vinyl, maybe you're a super hardcore vinyl person, you don't love record store day because you think it brings too many people into your stores. If you guys like music, if you like records, if you're one of my rock stars, and you should be, for the stars that are on this Andre 3000 label, and also for the stars that are in my heart for you guys, I hope you guys hit subscribe, like this video if you like this video, and most of all, thank you so much for watching. I hope you're having an excellent rest of the day. XOXO, love you guys. Amara In Seattle Vlogs.